Let's do this.
Okay guys, so I'm not even going to intro this, aside from the fact that I'm saying this is Paul Neon Davidson here. I'm bringing you some weird news that was announced like yesterday or something like that. I forget when, because I'm just bewildered at the fact that, people still want this. If you're reading the title of this video, you probably already know what I'm talking about. Funimation wants Goku, the main character of the Dragon Ball franchise, to be in Smash Brothers. Yeah. People have been asking for Goku to be in Smash Brothers for a while now. And never once do I believe Funimation has stepped forward to actually ask, hey, let's get our boy Goku, and have him join the fight, let's have him fight the best warriors in the universe and all that stuff. Because it's finally happened. Funimation has broke us. They were on Twitter. They tweeted at Nintendo of America. They were doing hashtags for Nintendo Direct and Super Smash Brothers, like everybody was, and basically asking, hey, can we have Goku, join the battle, join the brawl, whatever the heck you want to call it. I can't believe they're actually going through with this, because usually a lot of people really want Goku to be in there because I guess he's such a big, because, okay, let's get real here. He is one of the biggest anime characters of all time. Dragon Ball is such an iconic freaking series. It's one of my favorite animes ever. All the series, including GT. And look, as cool as it would be to have Goku go up against Mario and stuff like that, I think it would be cool, especially if Sonic was in the game, so that way we could have Super Sonic go up against Super Saiyan Goku or whatever like that. Would be kind of awesome, but the thing is, though, is that people are just wanting him to be in there because he is popular. Sakurai has stated that he only wants video game characters to be in Smash Brothers, and it's pretty much worked. We've been through 4 iterations of Smash Brothers games. All of them, have been video game characters, and none of them have been cartoon characters or comic book characters. They've all been either on a Nintendo console, been related to Nintendo, or, in Cloud's case, they're just such a big character that they got in anyway because Square asked for it, I guess. But Goku is not a game character. Sure, he's been in some cool games, for a matter of fact, on the Switch, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 is on there. I actually do want to get that game because it looks kind of fun to me personally. But I want to get Dragon Ball Fighters as well. Sorry if I sound so out of breath and all that stuff. I mean, I'm not excited about this. I'm bewildered. Also, my allergies are working up. I'm allergic to bullshit. There's my joke. Anyways, I don't know why even Funimation, I think that's the whole point of this, is that Funimation themselves are asking for Goku to be in this, and they should know better, but at the same time, I can see why they're asking for it. He is a big character, and I don't think this is going to work, first off, because Sakurai, bringing Cloud in kind of was breaking the rules a bit, because Cloud kind of represents everything about Final Fantasy, after they left Nintendo. Final Fantasy VI was the last mainline Final Fantasy game to be on a Nintendo console, and 7 was the one that went to the PlayStation. And obviously, Cloud being the main character and being one of the most well-known characters of the Final Fantasy franchise kind of represents everything that is Final Fantasy away from Nintendo. So it was weird seeing him in there, and that was a little bit of a stretch, but I'm sure Sakurai didn't care. But now that, that's opened up the gateway to having other characters that aren't really Nintendo owned to be in the game. Let's get Banjo-Kazooie in there. Let's get Crash Bandicoot in there. The thing is, once you let in a character that, breaks a rule, that means you're going to have to consider everybody that is not a video game character, because first it starts out with Goku. Why don't we get Naruto in there? Why don't we get Luffy in there? Why don't we get, I made this joke in my Super Smash Brothers video, Edward Elric in there. Why don't we get, if we're not going to go for anime, let's get Batman in there. Why don't we? Let's get SpongeBob in there. Why don't we? It's like, pretty much, it would just become, game for everybody. Like, everybody could get in. Let's get everybody freaking in. Forget the fact that we had Mii's and stuff like that in the last game. That was the whole point of the Mii in Super Smash Brothers 4, was so that way we could make the character and then bring them in. I guess that's not good enough. I mean, I can understand why it's not good enough, because it was such a limited amount of variety. It wasn't that very, you got all these multiple movesets, but they weren't good enough. Lucario's not good enough. We gotta have an actual Kamehameha in there. We gotta have a Frieza in there. Mewtwo's not good enough. Forget Spirit Bomb. Forget Aura Sphere. We need to get Spirit Bomb in there. Oh boy, I don't know. Like I said, guys, it would be cool to have, it would be cool to have Goku in there, but I don't see it happening. And honestly, I kind of don't really want it, because that's just a slot that could go to some other character that would be better fitted for it. And it just kind of breaks the rules, and then once the rules are broken, that means anything could happen. It's like Super Smash Bros. Will no longer be known as the video game that has all these Nintendo characters coming together, or all these video game characters, I should say, come together and just, beat the crud out of one another. Now it's just anybody's game. Anyone from pop culture can get in, and I don't know. This entire argument of mine is kind of going all over the place, but that's just because I really don't know what to think of this. Like, I probably shouldn't even be making that big of a deal about it. That's probably the whole issue with this. But I wanted to talk about this because it's just really weird, and just wanted to get that out there. Because for everybody that's asking for Goku to get into Smash Brothers, there you go. Funimation themselves want to get Goku in on that stuff. So don't worry if, like, say, come E3, there's a new character reveal and just happens to have Goku punching Mario in the face. Don't be surprised, because Funimation's tactics worked. They got their strategy, they went all full-blown on it. Nintendo was like, sure, let's get him in on this. And now we get to have Link, we get to have Goku, we get to have whoever else gets in there. Let's get Crash in on there. Let's get Batman in on there, why don't we? So, I don't really want to go on that much longer with this, guys, because that was just like a little, for all we know, Funimation was probably just joking or whatever like that. In fact, that's actually the other thing I wanted to bring up, is that they're probably just joking about this, because they know it's going to be impossible to get them in on that. Everybody wants to have Goku be playable, and the thumbnail that I showed you, like the picture that was attached to the tweet, wasn't even made by them. I think that image has been going around since like 2014, or since Smash 4 came out, or whatever like that. So it wasn't even made by them. It was probably a joke. Wouldn't surprise me. I don't know if Funimation Twitter is like Sonic Twitter, and they just like making a bunch of jokes. Speaking of Sonic R, I suck at it. You'll get to see more about that when I talk about some Sonic stuff. But until then, guys, what do you guys think about Goku maybe getting into Smash Brothers? Are you one of the people that are you one of the like 100 so people that want him to get in on Smash Brothers? What's his moveset like? You put that down in the comments, because I'm not gonna bring it up here. Also, go ahead and look up some pretty impressive videos where they actually modded Goku into Super Smash Brothers Brawl and Super Smash 4. Those mods are actually really impressive. He has a final smash where he's doing the Spirit Bomb and all that. I know Dragon Ball, so I'm gonna talk about Dragon Ball. Not really. Anyways, guys, though, that's actually gonna do it for this video, because I don't want to go any longer on this whole topic. I probably shouldn't have gone this long anyway. It's been 10 minutes about a little joke tweet or whatever. But yeah, like, comment, and subscribe if you liked what you saw, or if you liked what you heard, or if you want Goku to get into Smash Brothers. One like increases the likelihood that he'll get into Smash Brothers. I'll say that then. Keep training at 10 times the gravity, and I'll see you whenever the plot demands it. Have a good one, guys.